Yes, we are live. Plant-based in the burbs. Right, Sherri Sheree?
Plant-based in the burbs. Boom, boom, boom. What you got over there, girl?
We are baking today, a holiday baking kind of experience. These are delicious cranberry cookie. Did I say cranberry? I meant raspberries. My daughter made these. I'm not going to take credit for these. They're so good. With the lemon icing on top. They're so good with the fresh raspberries inside. They're moist and delicious. But I'm going to be baking some cookies too. I'm going to be making some sugar cookies. I'm going to show everybody how to do it with some special designs. What do you got there?
Well, you know what? I'm showing you what this is an egg alternative. It's applesauce. So this is something great to have in the kitchen to use for baking. I'm just going to do a little twist. Everyone in my house likes chocolate chip cookies, so we're just going to go straight chocolate chip. We're going to take an old-fashioned Toll House Nestle's chocolate chip cookie recipe and turned it into a vegan recipe. So we did some little tweaking on this one. We had to keep playing with it till we got it just right. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. You want to get started?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. Okay. So I just want to show everybody while you're kind of getting that going. These are great chocolate chips. You want to make sure there's no dairy or egg. Oh, look at you. Have you ever tried the chunks?
I have. Right now, these are the big, I think these are the bigger morsels, but I like the mini chips, but I'm out of them.
Okay, I like the minis too. And then, of course, you can always add marshmallows to your mix. These are great for baking. I mean, maybe not the cookies and stuff. Hi, Tina. Tina says hi. All right.
So I'm going to start with creaming the butter. So I'm using Miyoko's butter. I take it out of the refrigerator because I need everything to be warm, room temperature. So that way it's soft. So when I do the mixing, it'll blend up really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Go ahead, Paige. I'll put this in.
I gotta say, I know I'm taking a little side note here, but these two are amazing. They came out with this really cute cookbook called the Friendly Vegan Cookbook, and I'm gonna flip it straight to the desserts. Here they are again, just so cute. Two friends, Tony and Michelle. And I gotta show you these cupcakes. I mean, if you're into like making some. Okay, hang on. They even have like a delicious birthday cake. I'm just showing. Oh, look at the icing. This is 100% plant-based, everybody. Hang on, hang on. Oh, I mean, come on, Sherry. Look at that.
Oh! That looks great. It's going to get another top on here.
A cake for every occasion right here with Michelle and Tony. And, buttercream, but it's not with dairy. And then they even have chocolate pumpkin pie. There are so many fabulous. Oh, look at these cookies. Come on, Grandma's cookies. Oh,
those look great.
Right? Okay, I have to do some blending too. And I am actually using the Earth Balance. So these come in cubes and I freeze them so you can have them at any time. So here it is. I'm using this. I wanted to show everybody some of my fun tools I'm going to be working with to be decorating. So I was so excited. I have this from a long time ago. This little mixer. I'm not actually going to use it, but how cute.
I remember those. Those are nice.
I know. It's just so cute, though. I mean, this came from like my grandmother's old box of things, you know. But I also wanted to say if you wanted to do like my cookies are going to be sugar cookies that you can cut into shapes, obviously for different holidays and things that you like. We're going to be rolling it with my rolling pin. Yes. And then we have different things I'm going to be doing with this. You can just imagine are going to be endless. And look at this. This little tool right here is for my juicer, but I'm going to put it on top of the cookie and make a little design. So you'll see.
Oh, yeah, that's cute. Yeah, that's being creative.
Well, look at this one. I know you're going to see. I'm just showing you like a preview. Those are going to go into my cookies too. So I saw this great YouTube video. I got inspired. And, okay, so what are you putting in your bowl? I'm going to give it to you for a moment.
I just went on and I put some organic cane sugar. And so when you're cooking plant-based, you do want to kind of get an organic cane sugar. So that way you don't have any type of bone shards in your sugar. So we did 3/4 cups of organic sugar. I did 3/4 cups of the organic dark brown sugar. This is what I have, but you can use light brown. It's fine. That's no problem. And then in our bowl so far, we just have the butter and the sugar, and I'm going to add the a little bit of vanilla, and we're just going to blend it right up and get it nice and cream. And then there's the secret ingredients that I put in the wet mixture, because I found that it made my cookies more moist instead of dense. So I'll show you what that little secret ingredient is. So I'm just going to get my mixer together. We're going to blend this all up. We want it to cream up.
Cream up. Me too. Okay, I got it hot off the press. These cinnamon rolls that you can get straight up and make them, because we're talking baking today. These are vegan, the Annie's cinnamon rolls. And these just came literally from the market. So I just want to
from the market.
They were just handed to me from my daughter. But I want to say that where you're going to go is right straight to the ingredients list. And right here, it will say if it has dairy or eggs. Right. So that would be cow's dairy or chicken eggs that you don't want. Those are part of an industry that we don't support as vegans, because those are, body secretions of animals. And we want to keep the animals safe and let them have their own stuff. So let's take a look here. We've got Miss Christy. Christy's in the house. And we have Miss Tina, who said hi here.
Hi. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on my blender. So if you want to take the whole page, you can, or I can just turn it on.
We'll just do a blender dance, because I'm going to be doing that in a second too.
All right. So you're going to have to put a little muscle in here, because I got the old-fashioned blender. But I like doing it this way. It makes me get right into it. Woo-hoo!
So we're going to have the sound effects of Sherry, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to put a couple different sweeteners in here. I've got a coconut sugar. I've got a monk fruit sweetener. And I just want to show these. I'm going to do these sweeteners, as well as I've got a nice whole wheat flour that I'm going to put in there. Let's get Sherry back in. There she is.
Here I am. I'm still blending in here. How's it working?
Okay, we like that. Let's do it.
It's looking good. Okay, so look, I'm just going to show you. Looks like creamed, right? So it's creamed together, and my secret ingredients is room temperature applesauce, because it has the moisture in it, and it makes the chocolate chip cookies crispy on the around the edges, but really moist on the inside. So I add that into the wet ingredients. And just blend that right on in. Whoops. Flying all over the place. All right, so that is pretty much it. And so now I'm gonna get all the dry ingredients together. Hey, Steve. I'm gonna get all the dry ingredients together, and then we're gonna blend it right into our wet, and we'll be ready to put it in the oven. It's just that simple. But let me show you what I did. Oh, one thing I forgot, dark. This is what I've been using in my baking lately. Just eggs.
Really?
So that's my last thing I'm gonna add. I just almost forgot to put my just egg in. So we're just gonna pour that right into that mixture. I'm really loving this stuff for baking. I mean, it has been proven. When I made my cupcakes, I used it. I made my oatmeal raisin cookies, I used it. Normally I would use something like egg replacer here. I would use something like that. Or I would use flaxseed, which I don't have. Sometimes I use arrowroot as something to bind. If I need something to bind, like an egg, so I would use arrowroot. So this stays in my cupboard. I'm telling you, it really works well. Yeah,
Even tofu. You can use tofu.
So, silken tofu is awesome for baking. It's a great additive, and it will give a nice structure to whatever you're baking. All right, so now I'm going to add the dry ingredients. It calls for 2 1/4 cups of flour. So I'm just going to put 1 in there now.
This is a great egg replacer too, by the way. This potato starch. So this is a great one as well. So we got applesauce, we got egg replacer, we got ground flaxseed, we got tofu, and apple cider vinegar. I think also works for. Oh, and bananas.
Bananas a good one. Yes.
Right. One. So I'm gonna blend my sugar, and my butter, my vegan butter.
On your bowl. Let me find out what I'm doing, because I lost track. Doing. Okay, so. Make sure that's 1/4 that I'm using. That looks like it. Okay. Go ahead, Paige. Keep going.
I got some ways to go, but I got some more ingredients to add to it. So hang in there, everybody. If you're just joining us, I want to tell you we are baking today. So I want to show off this great book, this cookbook. I also want to say the latest issue of Veg News has so many delicious, unbelievable scrumdiddlyumptious. I'm going to show you right now. Please look at these, Sherry. Can we make these? Do you think we can?
Oh, I think I could try it. Those look. Is that
toffee?
Oh yeah, I could try it. I would try it. I'm not saying I would be super great at it, but I would try it.
You would try it?
Oh.
Okay. There are so many fabulous, amazing recipes in here. I'm just showing it off. And hot toddies. If you want to do like a delicious Mexican hot chocolate latte. And so many and they also have this new fabulous vegan guide that's coming out right now by Veg News. Our friends over there.
Wow.
And I'm just telling you, wow. So, I mean, just look at that cover, right? All right. So I got some more things to add to my mixture. What you got going over there with your chocolate?
So, I have to do old school here. So, you put the dry ingredients in. I like to just get into it, just stir it up. Gives me a little exercise here. So I'm just going to stir in or combine the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Make sure it's, we don't see any flour. And then pretty much we're done. After that, we're just going to add the chocolate chips, which these are really amazing. But I also heard there is another brand at Trader Joe's that I haven't gotten there to try yet. I heard it's really good too. So once I get into that store, I will check out their brand of vegan chocolate chips.
Oh, their chocolate chips are amazing. Plus their marshmallows are amazing.
Yeah, the Dandy. Right?
Yeah. And I have to say there are 2 different kinds of chocolate chips. You have to make sure you get the vegan ones, everybody, as far as I remember last.
Yeah. You really have to read the back. It's very important to read the back just to make sure there's any milk products in there, because sometimes they can hide it and say, I saw one said, what was it? Like powdered milk product. So you have to, really look at that kit. Is it casein? You have to look for that. That's another way of meat, dairy byproduct, whey is another dairy byproduct. So, all these words can be confusing.
Okay, I'm doing 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, but I wanted to make another breaking news is that the chocolate chip chunks at Trader Joe's are not vegan, so they do have dairy, but the chocolate chips are vegan. Okay, just so y'all know. All right.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's so important that we get, the information for you. We are all about, now listen, let me just remind y'all out there, you're experts in your own lives, right? So you may have your tips and tricks of how to do this kind of stuff your own way. We're here to show you what we're doing, and we're experts in our lives. We both have been vegan for 5 years, nearly 5. I think for you, Sherry, mine was October 1st. And I watched a great documentary called Cowspiracy. And being an environmentalist, I realized that I can't continue to eat the way I was eat meat, and can call myself an environmentalist because the amount of water usage. Whoops, that was so shocking to me when I found that out, Sherry. I'm like, what? Gallons and gallons and busloads for one burger? Come on.
And we're just so unaware.
Unaware, exactly.
So unaware. Yeah.
Unaware, right. Okay, now.
I was unaware. I mean, I just, whatever came to my plate, I didn't realize, this is how it happens to get there. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to eat it. Then when you start being a more conscious eater or a conscious consumer, then you start to see, all the things that are going around you, what's going in your food, so those are the things you have to be aware of, but it takes a while to get there. And so everybody is on their own journey and everyone gets there when they get there. So we just want to share with you what we're doing, right?
What we're doing and how we're doing.
Those who are watching who have not, are on the fence or deciding to, that they can just come on over and come on over in the playground with us. So that would be great.
All right, I'm going to be using my cute spoons now. Look at this. A little love in the kitchen. A little love in the kitchen. I'll put this recipe for everybody too. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of unsweetened almond milk. Now, I want to tell you, I made this last night, this almond milk. I was so proud of myself. And actually, I used that's cool. But look at it.
Right. I'm gonna let you take that away for a second. I have my little animals here. I want to put them outside. They're having a little conversation. So go ahead.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and put the 2 tablespoons of my homemade milk. So if you all have not yet ventured into making some homemade milk, I want to encourage you to do so. And you can make it with this phenomenal almond cow. Look it up online. You'll find it there. We're also going to add in, I better make sure, is it baking powder or baking soda? Does anybody know the difference between your baking powder and your baking soda? Anyone? Add it in the chat here. Let us know if you have any questions so far. I'm going to add Sherry back in. So what's the difference between these two? Well, we'll see. Let's add her back in. There she is.
Hey, I'm back. But my little creatures didn't want to go outside. So you guys, hey, bear with me. You know how it is when you have animals. They do what they do.
Of course, they do what they do.
They do what they do.
Yes, they do. So I'm going to add half a teaspoon of my baking powder. This one calls for baking powder. Wow. So the other thing you want to do is, oh, how cute. It's a dash of tenderness. But are you going to tell me how much? Oh, yeah, half a teaspoon. Okay, good. It just says on the outside, a dash of tenderness. So we're going to put a little dash of tenderness in here. All right. How are your cookies turning out?
So everything's turning out great. Let me just show you what it looks like. These are bigger chunks, so this is really going to be chocolatey. Really chunky. So this is what it looks like right now. We got those nice little chocolate chips in there. It's all stirred in. I'm going to preheat my oven. This gives me a little signal, so I'll just start scooping up and putting on the cookie sheet. I use about a 1 tablespoon per cookie, So I want to make sure that everybody has cookies in the house. I am a cookie monster myself, so I want to eat as many as possible. This is one brand I want to show you that I found in the store. I'm sure a lot of you, I don't know if any of you heard of these before. These are vegan. They're Belgian cookie, and these are so freaking addicting. So if you see these in the store anywhere, I mean, I think you can find them pretty much anywhere, even, some of the local markets. Pick them up because they're addicting. They're like a little shortbread. These would really be good in a vegan banana pudding. So that's what we're thinking about doing with these cookies. They're really delicious. So just want to give you that little tip there. All right, I'm going to get my cookie sheet so I can get my cookies on. Go ahead, Paige.
Okay, yeah. So, all right. So we got a little not lost, but I'm just giving you the scoop that we are going to be adding in. So I added in some salt, just a little dash. And I'm looking for my, oh yeah, you want to add in corn starch. That's going to give you that rise. Now, what's interesting is this recipe does not call for any dairy, except for the, not even dairy or eggs. I'm so excited.
That's
so
right.
Yeah, but I did use the plant-based milk. So yeah, there we go. All right, so we've got the cornstarch going into the dry mix. So you want to make sure that when you are mixing, you're mixing the sugars. Just follow the instructions because it'll tell you that. But the sugar and the butter together, and then you add all the dry ingredients like your salt and your powders and your flour all in together. And then you're going to add that in slowly into what we then call the wet mix, which is your
butter and sugar.
Yeah, exactly. But it's, vegan butter and vegan sugar. And we have the vegan milk. So, all right. So now We're going to add the vanilla. I like to get the alcohol free. Pretty sure this is it. Just saying. And how much do we need of this? Let's see. What you got there, Sherry?
I was trying to see if mine was alcohol free.
Okay. Just saying.
No, this one's not. This is not alcohol free. So there we go.
All right. This is 1 teaspoon. So we're going to make sure we add that 1 teaspoon into our wet mix. Woo! That looks good. I love vanilla.
Normally what I would do with this cookie dough is sit it in the refrigerator for a little while and let it chill. So that it hardens up a bit, and it's easy to form my cookies. So it's a little mushy right now, but it's still doing pretty good. I'm just going to show you what I got here. So I'm going to put these little babies on here. I have a Breva countertop, a convection oven countertop, which I just adore. Best investment ever. So I'm just waiting for that to heat up. It signals you with a beep, and then you put it in, and boom, cookies are on its way. But I am going to eat one of these cute little cookies that I was telling you about. Bam, 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 bam.
Whoop, whoop. Now this is really good this is good for mixing up the dry ingredients. It's old fashioned, but it works really well. My daughter
let me tell you something.
Tell me something. Tell me.
Okay, I was watching Ellen today.
Yeah.
And they have a show, a new game on there, What It Do. That's what's the name of it. It's What It Do, right? That was shown on there.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And
what did they say it do? What does it do?
They didn't know. They don't know what it was. So Ellen put a sign in and said it's a sign holder. So when you're out on the street, instead of flipping it, you just use this to hold the sign, right? So no one could figure out. Then the other guy said it's a bubble blower, that you make bubbles out of it, right?
Right.
And then finally they tell you that, they guess, and then they came on and said it's a dough maker. It mixes dry ingredients and dough. Yes.
I knew I would have if there was a prize, I might have won that prize. That's pretty fun. So you're mixing all the dry. Okay. I'm gonna add it to my wet, but let me blend a little bit more on my wet.
Well, I'm eating on these cookies here.
You know what's fun? You can eat the dough because you're not gonna worry about any salmonella or any funky.
Yeah, my son loves that.
Right?
Yeah. All right, we're almost done. So anyway, there's a lot of butters that are out, vegan butters are out, and I don't know if anyone has tried the Country Crock plant-based butter. One is avocado-based and one is olive oil-based. So I happen to have one of those in my kitchen because I bought it. I wanted to try it, and I realized I was going to do some baking. And I thought, oh my gosh, can I use this because it has olive oil in it? But it turned out really well. So, I mean, there are just so many vegan products and vegan butters that are on the market that just when you go to your local market, you need to just find the vegan section and start looking at all the new products that they have, because every day I go, there's something new. Something new. Who knew?
Right? True. Something new. So true.
So plant-based is just on a rise, and I'm so happy that people are just jumping on the bandwagon, and products are being developed, to make us have a more variety of things, and changing all your old school foods that you used to eat, turn them all vegan, because you can now. You have all the substitutions you need to change all your recipes that you just adored when you were growing up to now you can veganize them. So, hey, that's great. Hey, that's my signal.
That's your signal. That's your signal. So I'm going to stop using the blender now.
Okay.
Because and I'm going to hand mix it because I like to do that. It's good for exercise. It's really good to kind of get it mixed. Big spoon and mix it up. Go old school. It's good. It's good. I learned that from JP, who's basically a health and fitness expert in the vegan space. And
right. It's good to use those old methods.
Right? But let me tell you, you can lick these if you want.
Yeah.
I am not going to right now, but you can see my beautiful blended mixture. Right, I'm going to add a little bit at a time. You don't add it all at once. You just add a little bit at a time, y'all. Kind of add it in there. And then we're going to stir it up. Stir it up. Stir it What's your favorite desserts out there, y'all? What is your favorite desserts? Let's hear what everybody's got to say.
What are the favorite ones that you make?
Yeah, or maybe they just like to eat it. They don't like to make it.
That's true too.
I love pie. I love apple pie a la mode with a vegan vanilla, right? I love fudge.
Oh my God, I love apple pie also. I actually make an apple pie, vegan apple pie, bite-sized 4-inch apple pie. I love pie, period. I would love to make a vegan lemon meringue pie. That's the next one I want to try because you can use aquafaba as your meringue, and I haven't tried it yet. So, and aquafaba is from their chickpeas, so don't throw away the liquid from your chickpeas because you can make meringue. You can make meringue cookies with that. You know, it's very versatile. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, someone said Steve said he likes to lick the beaters. Yeah, everybody does. Those are great.
Hey, Sherry, will you show everybody your dough again? I want everybody to see.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got all my spoons sticking in here, but yeah, sure. Let me show you. So here it is right here. So normally I like to put it in the refrigerator so it can harden up just a little bit so I can, like I mentioned before, that I have a nice good scoop. But right now they're looking pretty good in the oven. They're only cooking for about 8 minutes. So we'll see how they turn out.
So some people may have just joined us. So let's just review alternatives to eggs. Let's do that first. So,
So
flaxseed.
Just Eggs is a product you can buy in this supermarket and pretty much everywhere now.
Tofu. These are all alternatives for instead of using eggs.
Egg replacer.
Yeah.
You buy that in the store.
You got any bananas?
I don't because all my bananas are frozen. When they start to get overripe, I put them in the freezer and I put them in my smoothies, or you can make banana cream or whatever you want to call it, like ice cream. All right, arrowroot is another good substitute I use. Applesauce is one that you can use because it makes everything turn the right way. Makes everything nice and moist, so you can use that in baking.
Yes.
And let's see. Oh, we can use different types of milk. Like I have a recipe that calls for cream. You can use a coconut cream. There's a premium coconut cream you can use. And also, I just found out from a friend of mine who used to own, I love donuts too, Tina. Ooh, banana bread. You guys are making me hungry. Chocolate cake and cupcakes and apple pie. Okay. But I had a girlfriend who used to own a bakery here in the city called No Other Desserts. She used to have a bakery, and she just told me about Silk came out with a nice heavy whipping cream that you can use and substitute if you have a recipe that calls for heavy cream. So I have to get some to buy it. So she told me it really works well. So that's pretty much it. Cookies are cooking.
Okay, your cookies are cooking. Now let's show what we use instead of dairy, which comes from a mother cow. And her, the only reason that we got dairy on the planet is because the mother cow gave birth. So, you got the coconut milk.
Yeah. Coconut milk. This is a staple in my cabinet. But I also make milk. It's empty right now, but this is what I normally fill up with my almond cow. I have an almond cow. Mine is empty right now, but I just washed it out. But I make my own milk. And sometimes I get lazy and I'll buy Silk or soy or box milk and put it in my cabinet just for a crunch if I'm needed to get it like real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do that.
Mine.
Go ahead.
This was kind of dry, so I added a little bit more milk to the batter, just so you know. Okay, go ahead.
Put it now.
You're eating one. That's so awesome. Let's see the cookies. Let me see.
I'm eating these little cookies. They're so good.
I was going to say hot off the oven press, but yeah, this is looking good now. So somebody said use your hands, get your hands in there. I'm going to do that right now. Let me show the different butters. We've got different butters that we both enjoy. Oh, yeah. We got the Miyoko's, great for baking, and we have Earth Balance as well.
Miyoko's, Earth Balance, and the stick, so you can get it in the stick and you can get it in the tub also.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, I like the stick because it's not in plastic. I also wanted to show, look at this, Miyoko. This is Miyoko if you've never seen what she looks like, y'all.
She's so cute.
She does the cutest. She does great cooking shows. So if you check out her
dance and sing.
I know, Facebook and Instagram. Okay, but let me just show you this pie, which she used like a phyllo dough and then put berries in it and the butter and put some butter on that. And then also, oh, wait, hold on. Oh, cheesecake.
That's my next one. I want to make that too. I love cheesecake, but I love pie.
I love pie. I love cheesecake.
Yeah. I love pie.
Okay. Oh wait, Steve is really chiming in. Thank you, Steve, for all that you're contributing.
Have you also you used the creamer and made many things like fudge. I want to try that. So it's heavy, it's supposed to have a heavy like cream, right, Steve? I can't wait to. I'm excited. I'm gonna have to get it tomorrow.
Okay. So here's my dough.
Right, because you're doing sugar cookies. You got to roll those out, don't you?
I'm gonna roll them out, but we're kind of running out of time. I don't know. What do you say? Should I try?
I don't know, but I got 2 minutes before my cookies are done, so hopefully they'll come out and we can show.
Yes.
Show the cookies at least. They still have to cool, so I can't eat them because they're gonna be too soft.
Right. Well, let me show everybody my previously cooked cookies that my daughter actually made. They're so beautiful with raspberries, y'all, and a lemon from the tree squeezed icing she put on top.
Yeah, icing is so easy to make. It's so easy. I just love it. When I made my cupcakes, I had never made cupcakes before, and I made the frosting. I was like, geez, this is simple. Just so simple.
Okay, I'm going to give you the camera while I come over here and get everything ready for my next move.
I have a minute or so I'll talk about something.
No, I was going to say, why don't you go back over everything that you put into your cookie mix?
Will do. Great idea. Try to remember that. Okay, so first we started with the wet ingredients. I used 1 container of Miyoko's butter, room temperature because I want it soft. We added brown sugar, organic cane sugar. We added vanilla, and then we went on and blend that all up together. My secret ingredients, I add 1.5 tablespoons of applesauce, blend that all up together, and then my Just Eggs. So this is my new jam right now. I'm just really rocking the Just Eggs for all my baking. It's turned out really great, so I use that. Then we're going to go ahead and combine the dry ingredients, which is 2 cups and 1/4, 2/4 cups of flour. You have your baking soda. You have salt. What else did we put in that? I think that might be it. And then you're going to slowly add that to your wet ingredients. And lastly, you would add your chips. You can do whatever vegan chips you want. You can do big chunks. You can do mini morsels. Whatever rocks your boat, you do that. Combine it all together. Normally, like I said, I put the batter in the dough in the refrigerator for at least 15 minutes so it can harden up, or even a little longer if you can. And then go ahead and start baking, because then your cookies have a nice form, a solid form. And there you go. You have cookies. So my cookies are out. Let's pull them out. Ooh, they look so good. Can't wait to eat them. But I have to have dinner first, though. Maybe I'll have dinner first. Maybe I'll have cookies first, then dinner. All right, let me get my other hand up because I might burn myself here.
I'm showing everybody I got my parchment paper down. I put my rolling pin. I put a little bit of flour. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's get close and personal with those.
Yeah, they're not too dark, nice and brown. I'm going to let them cool. So I'm going to let them sit for a little bit on here, and then I'm going to put them on a cooling rack. And go ahead and put the rest of the batch in. I think I'm going to make some big ones with an ice cream scooper. I'm going to make some giant ones because just my husband and I are home. So, we can have a big cookie.
Yeah,
so that's it. Simple.
Life is uncertain, so eat dessert first. Absolutely.
Who said that one?
Steve said it. All right, Steve.
Oh, God, Steve, I'm liking how you're talking tonight. That's good.
Me too. Okay. Push 3. I'm going to taste the dough. Oh, it tastes great. Okay.
Okay, so I like to have my cookies. I'm not a dough eater, unfortunately. So I'm going to let my cookies cool, and then I'll eat them once they're cool. What do you got?
So basically, you're supposed to let these cool as well. So it's not going to show up as fun. But once you roll it out, you're going to make different shapes and do different fun things. So I don't know if you can see. Let me try to get really close.
Oh yeah, I can see. I can see. Yeah.
Okay, now because I didn't use the white flour, it's probably better with the white flour, but you can use like a pizza cutter to do fun things with it, make lines on it, right? If you want, you can do fun things. You can get creative. Like I said, I saw a YouTube video. Look at this one's kind of all jaggedy. Let's put this one in here. And then it's going to show up.
That'd be great for donuts.
Ooh. It'll show up on your cookie as you bake it with the different shapes and so forth. And then you can color it and you can, it's hard to see, but trust me.
Okay. So I'm going to show you these cookies one more time. They're looking good. They're starting to harden up just a little bit.
Let's see.
Just a little bit. Just nice chocolate chip cookies. And yeah, I think these are going to be really delicious. So might have to have some little milk or something with that, some vegan milk or something. And my cookies, milk and cookies.
Milk and cookies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we are so happy that you joined us today here on Plant-Based in the Burbs with Miss Sherri Sheree and Paige Parsons Roach here. We're just, so happy to bring you into our kitchen, share with you. Tina says, let's make donuts. Okay.
Tina, I've been looking at that now. That, I got a whole list of stuff I want to try to make because, my favorite place is Donut Friends here in Los Angeles. That's my favorite go-to donut spot. I know I probably won't do as well as them because they're skilled, but making homemade donuts would probably be yummy. I can see myself doing that. Totally.
Tina, wow, yum.
Yeah. So anyway, we're glad that you guys joined us, and hopefully you can join us next week and the weeks to follow to come into our kitchen so we can share our journey and the way we cook it and feed our family and just have fun. That's really it. Just to have fun, right? That's it. Having some fun with cookies and baking and with no cruelty and no harm done to any animals or any beings on the planet. So we so appreciate you joining us again. Thank you. And put any questions in the chat. We'll both add our recipes in there. And we so appreciate you for watching. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Next time. Bye. Bye.